Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Man United Agenda. And we are here to preview Manchester United versus Chelsea in the Premier League game tomorrow. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Man United Agenda. And we are here to preview Manchester United versus Chelsea. We're happy chappy on this channel today because I think we might do Chelsea, sort of do them in tomorrow. Wink, wink. Anyway, as always, welcome. I'm Solo. I'm joined by Mr. B on Monday and Eddie Football Waffle. Welcome back to the channel. How we doing, guys? How are we feeling today?
I'm good. Good.
I'm not pointing at Eddie.
I'm just like, I'm trying to be happy, like you were saying, Errol. I'm not really that happy, but we're gonna get into it anyway. I'm just thinking maybe we see some youth players play because I'm fed up with this team, to be honest. Everyone is, yeah. We'll get into it.
Amanda, are you feeling as confident as positive as Eddie?
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank Eddie for coming on the show. He gave me some big belly laughs today with one of his posts on Twitter. If you don't know, go and check out Eddie Football Waffle. One of his posts, he's doing an impersonation of Ralph. And I asked him to do one pre-show, and he's got a bit nervous all of a sudden. So hopefully, guys, if you put in the comments, ask Eddie to do an impression of Ralph, our manager, Ralph. He does a really good one. If you want it done, put a request in the comments, please. Because
definitely, actually, yes. We're gonna I'm sorry, we're gonna put you on. We're gonna put you on the spot today.
And he's got all show. He's got like 45 minutes to prepare himself. So by the end of the show, hopefully we get a little drop.
Oh, sorry, man, I'm a behind the scenes guy with that impression. I mean, that's the thing I did it ages ago. So I don't know if we're gonna hear it, guys. But thanks for the shout out again there. Thank you.
It was fresh though. It's fresh and it was funny. I was going to work this morning and I sort of thought, right, let's go listen to this. I ain't listened to Eddie for a while, so went on to it. And literally from the first part of it, I was like going, is this Eddie's actual video? Really? Like the first few seconds. And then all of a sudden I heard the voiceover and I went, it's Eddie. But it's brilliant though. It's absolutely fantastic, Eddie. It was absolutely fantastic. So yeah, guys, first of all, thank you all from the bottom of all of hearts here on the Man United Agenda family, just to say that we have hit that 1.5k subscribers. Also, guys, we are on the march now to 2k subscribers. Without you guys in the comments and everything, we wouldn't have a channel. So we got to say thank you so much. And remember, guys, put your comments in and we will get you involved in the chat as well to make you part of the channel, to be honest with you. So as always, guys, we are here to preview. But before we even kickstart the preview, we are playing Chelsea. It's going to be a tough game. But on Monday, there's lots of comments already. So you mind going through some of them already?
I love it. I love it. I mean, they just start piling in. I just want to say good evening.
DJ Matt in the building.
To Matthew, Matthew from Football United TV. He says, yo, fellas DJs. Big up Bath Time with Vaughan. He's in the house. Nice to see Bath Time. And he says, when he changes his intro song to Always Believe in Phil Jones. We got Yank talking smack in the house, one of our family members. He's saying, big up the panel. Excited to hear some academies will be getting chances with all the injuries. Vincent's in the house as well. He says, hi, find the shocking today. I lost my power pack and charge is my phone. Come home and found that the manager of Manchester United has sent me a signed picture. Oh, wow.
Wow. Brilliant. Eddie, take it back what you were saying about the manager. Take it back, Eddie. He's good.
Maybe
I was saying about the Glazers, that's what I'm on. You know what I mean? I just got to be honest.
Mr. B from Bath Time, he says Mr. B continues his evolution into a Bond villain by now drinking milk. You do that in an evil way. Can you drink milk in an evil way?
Seems like you can.
Pat Lawler's in the house as always. How you doing, Pat? Big up to you guys. MUFC Old School's in the house as well. He says he's hoping Hannibal can play tomorrow. Fear of Black Knight. Tyrone, how you doing, Tyrone? Arsenal fan, but one of my brethrens. Big up, man. Enough respect for supporting the channel and what we do here. And I hope you haven't come to gloat about your victory the other day. Eddie, Yank is saying Eddie the Eye Candy back on the show. Yes, we got Bart in the house, Liverpool fan. How you doing, Bart?
Big up, Bart.
He said, Eddie, why are you not watching us play Villarreal?
I just got to say, Bart's always commenting on my channel, always teasing me about how good Liverpool are doing. I've been adamant as well, especially that Liverpool can't win the quad. I mean, come on, they can't do it. They can't do it, Bart. But anyway,
we know all about Bart now. He's come over to our side as well. And we keep batting him straight back, But Bart is good fun, good for it. I just want to say hi to Bill as well. Bill is someone who's always in our comments after the show, and we have great conversations. Bill, I love your insight into the game, and long may it continue. And when you come in on the channel, Bath Time is saying you're going to miss your team in the Champions League semi-final to come and talk about Solo's day. That's to Bart. And Cosman's in the house as well, and he's saying he's still at work. And also, finally, we got Paddy. Eddie is a top man. Everyone loves Eddie on this show. So let's go, Solo.
Okay, guys. So as always, the Man United agenda, and we are back. And as I said, thank you so much for all the support you guys been giving us. The only other support we need now, we need to probably get a couple of double-decker bus tomorrow. We need to get a crane. We need to get a few, to stop Chelsea. We need to get some tanks, and we need to get something for tomorrow. Oh, absolutely brilliant, guys. So we're going to kickstart Man United versus Chelsea fixture history. So I'm going to just kickstart the show with I've got a few quotes here, guys. I did get some quotes today regarding fixture. So Man United are unbeaten in their last 8 home league games against Chelsea. 3 wins, 2 draw, keeping 5 clean sheets, and in that run since we lost to them 1-0 in May 2013. So that was the last time we lost to Chelsea at Old Trafford.
Sorry, can you say that again? So unbeaten in 8, right? 1-3, drawn 2.
Yes. No, 1-3, drawn 5.
Drawn 5. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's a lot of draws. That's a lot of draws.
Quick maths by Eddie there.
Yeah. Eddie was sitting there going, "Come on, did he really say that?" Yes, I did. So guys, going into this game, obviously we're playing Chelsea at home. I think anyone can come to Old Trafford and get a point these days, can't they? Really, all free. Mr. B, looking at these stats, looking at basically going in and Man United fixture versus Chelsea, what chances do you give Manchester United? I need to come to you first because we know Mr. B is the positivity of the channel.
Okay. Well, if you're
got to be positive, Mr. B.
No, listen, look, if you're looking for me for positivity, I'm going to give it 5%.
5%.
I'll be honest. I'm looking, and I don't see us getting anything from the game. I don't think our first team, our so-called first team, would have been strong enough, and I definitely don't think what we've got starting tomorrow and what's coming off the bench is going to be strong enough for tomorrow. So my positivity was maybe left at the door, but no, I can't see us getting anything out of the game.
Yeah. On Monday, come on.
Just want to say first, my dogs are showing more aggression than our midfield. And you've heard that growl, and had to sort of give them a yellow card, and one's off now. But anyway, big game. I mean, I always look forward to these big games against these top sides like that. They're coming to Old Trafford. It was a great game at Stamford Bridge. Guess who was there? We were there. Yes, that's right. Outside the ground, giving interviews and watching the game as well. So Chelsea, obviously, they're no mugs, European champions. They sort of dropped off. Everyone thought it'd be like a 3-horse race, but Liverpool and Man City have gone away with it. Chelsea sort of on their own, haven't they? They've been on their own, sort of in that third place position. No one really challenging them. But I think on the day, they're a very good side. I was listening to Thomas Tuchel, his press conference today. It's really interesting as well. Giving praise to Ralph. Obviously, the questions about Ralph and the connection came up. Obviously, if you don't know, he was playing under Ralph in the 3rd division. Ralph came along with a new idea, it was alien to Thomas, talking about the style of play, no more man marking, follow him to the toilet, that sort of thing. It was all about controlling spaces and that kind of thing, which is really modernized. It's like a long time ago. And then he went to Stuttgart with Ralph, and Ralph gave him a job as the under-17 coach as well. So they're good friends, but he said doesn't speak to him that often. But he is confident. He's confident coming to Old Trafford. He bigs up the stadium, bigs up our history and our status. And he said he's confident coming here to get a win. The only issues for them is James and Rudiger, question marks about playing. And I just think it could be like it was 1-1 at their ground. I think we played well there. I think with the crowd behind us as well, it's going to be a very interesting game. And also, like the boys in the comments are saying, maybe we can incorporate a couple of young players as well, which will be exciting, extra exciting for me. I don't know what you think, Eddie, but yeah, I'm on this.
Yeah, just coming off the back of what you're saying about the youth, I'd love to see Medjbury, who I didn't agree with him getting that cameo in the Liverpool game. I thought at 4-0, he shouldn't put anyone in there that's a fresh guy to come and feel that toxicity of what happened there. I mean, I know Ralph was a good manager, but I just disagree with that. I thought that was poor. But like in this kind of fresh game where we know top 4 is not on the cards. I mean, come on, it's not. We should really see people like Medjbury come in and start. I want to see the likes of Zidane Iqbal. I've seen some images of him playing for like the youth team and just doing skills. Like we've all been starved of skills in this team, not just not just interplay and team play. Where's the flair? We've not really seen flair. So Zidane Iqbal been a nice bit of fresh air to come in, and I've been having to go and watch other games for entertainment. I was watching Real Madrid versus Man City the last night, and just the entertainment. Yeah, I'm sure you're getting entertainment from that. It's painful to get entertainment when a rival's playing, but it was good football. So anyway, coming back to like the Chelsea game, I've got to say I'm where Mr. B is at. I mean, I'm around that 5%. Even though I said wow, I'm like I thought I was going to be the most negative on the panel, but I know Mr. B. You've from seeing you on previous shows, that's out quite a little bit, but you're still supporting, which is good. I'm like what I said to Errol, we've been excited for the new manager. It's got to be the Glazers backing them. But anyway, to not go on a tangent, Man United have got 7 injuries, right? So it's like that's even against Man United as well with the lack of form. What is it, about 2 wins and 10, something ridiculous for Man United? So I think that really shits on the stats that you were bringing up, Errol, about unbeaten at home. To be honest, I don't think that's even going to come into it. They're unbeaten in 8. I just think Chelsea, because they've not really been playing that well and they've been questioned. Arsenal went and got a win against them. I reckon because they're champions as well of not of Europe, we've got Super Cup, then the FA Cup final. They'll still be up for competing. Unfortunately, that's my mindset. I don't think Man United are going to do that much. All I'm looking for is to see the youth players come in. Really, that's what I'm looking to gain from this game. Yeah.
Wow, I need some positivity around here, man. I think me and Amanda is the only one here. We've got to. You know what, guys? As much as we're saying like the stats, 3 win, 5 drawn, and against Chelsea, I still think and I still believe there's 4 games left of the season to play for Manchester United. And the players who actually want to stay at Man United, there's a possibility you will find those players actually will fight for it for what's left of the season. The way it's going at the moment at Manchester United, it's not necessarily like every single player don't want to play for Man United. It's only a handful of players that probably actually lost confidence within Manchester United and not actually performing. But the players that are actually out there, some players are still trying to play the football for Man United, but it's not coming across because I think, is it too much pressure? Because what they're doing, they're carrying the other players who ain't performing. And I think that's what it boils down to.
It seems like, for me, I've just got to say, like, with the pressure thing, I just get like, I mean, it's got to be like the media, the whole media circus. Yeah, it looks like it's fried everyone's brains. I mean, even though I've criticized the likes of Maguire, and a lot of people have. I mean, come on, the guy makes a mistake almost every game. But it's like there's certain things that he's not doing that he would do before, where he's getting it wrong. It just seems like the whole coverage of, with the last show where you said Eric was going to do a Zoom call with the players. It's like, I don't know how much truth there was in that, but it's like there's so much of this hype going around that it just seems like a massive distraction, which is just affecting these players. The likes of Rashford, who, I mean, he doesn't even look like he can play football. I mean, I don't know, Errol, who do you think is really carrying the team? I mean, apart from Ronaldo showing up from time to time, I can't really say anyone else.
I can say Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho hasn't really and truly put a foot wrong, has he? Really, since like coming into the team. De Gea again is another one.
I don't think Sancho's been too good.
I think Sancho is doing all right.
I think he started slow. Fred.
He started slow, but Fred's there as well.
Yeah,
do we all miss Fred now? Everyone wants to get rid of Fred.
Come on,
Fred's there
are we
now.
really reaching that much? I mean, De Gea, he's got a worse mute button than
Oh,
Mr.
come
B.
on Monday, man. Without De Gea, we wouldn't be anywhere. Without De Gea and Ronaldo and probably Fred.
Okay, look, Amonde, I understand you feel that De Gea doesn't distribute the ball properly. But if you've got those 4 defenders in front of you, why are you going to kick the ball to them?
Can I say something? On Monday, defend Harry Maguire every day.
De Gea is going to do the voiceover for Sooty and Sweep. That's how he is, you know. De Gea doesn't speak. Come on, guys. And I heard I heard a rumor that he might be captain. And I'm just thinking, why would you put De Gea as captain?
I would give it to him. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll give it to him.
But why would you give it to him when he's not communicating well with the defense?
Right now,
exactly, Eddie.
You tell me right now. You tell me who at Man United would you give the captaincy to right now?
Not De Gea. I can start eliminating.
Who would you give it to?
I want Amonde to tell me. Go on.
Well, at the moment.
No, for now.
At the moment, I will not going to undermine any players. Harry Maguire's captain to the end of the season, and then a decision can be made by people more qualified than us.
Okay.
At the moment, any conversation about De Gea getting the thing is wrong. He's mute. No one can hear him when he's standing on the goal line, and he's not even coming out of his goal line. No one can hear him.
Do you think all a captain has to do is shout?
No, I would say a captain.
Okay,
go on. There's a lot more to being a captain than just shouting, but you have to be confident in what you're talking about. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I'm asking the question, who would you want to see? Who would?
Like I said, Harry Maguire is my captain right now. At the end of the season, I will let people more qualified behind the scenes. But it would, people say McTominay, but I want someone who's, first of all, I want someone who's going to be a first team player. Okay, want someone who's vocal, who's confident in what they're doing, someone who's been there a couple of years as well,
Fred?
Someone who can get the dressing room together as well, because there's different cliques maybe within the dressing room.
But that's what I'm asking the question. So, Eddie, you
are. So I don't know who ticks those boxes, to be honest. I don't know who
Bruno.
Bruno.
No way.
In that last game,
Bruno
was terrible in that last game, wasn't he? It looked like the pressure.
I've got to ask then. It's not going to be Shaw, Tellez, Maguire, Varane. It's not going to be any of the midfielders because they're all going to be new. It's not going to be Rashford, Sancho. So please tell me, is the captain going to be somebody's shadow? Somebody please talk to me.
I'll say this. I mean, the closest guy to setting the example is Ronaldo, but obviously he's not been there for these past couple of seasons. But
I'm giving it to Bruno.
I mean, what we've seen in that last game.
Can we ask?
I know it's just one game, but that was a really bad game to have as a captain, missing a penalty. I mean, giving the ball away a lot of times. There's loads of things he wasn't doing well. I mean, how can you be the captain and then be the worst on the pitch? It's like,
and it's the same again against Liverpool.
But Maguire's been doing that all season.
Yeah, true. I wouldn't have him either. This is the thing. Whilst you guys were saying stuff, I was trying to think of who can have the captaincy, and it's like, unless it's Ronaldo, I would vacate it and say no one's a captain. No one deserves it.
In the chat, who would you like to see as Man United captain? Because Armando will not give us a straight answer. He's sitting on the fence, and that's my job. I sit on the fence normally. So, guys,
and who did you say it was?
I'm giving it all day to De Gea. All day.
I'm giving it to Bruno.
All day. Eddie?
Yeah, like I said, it would have to be Ronaldo.
Okay, so guys in the chat, this is your opportunity to find out who you would like to give the captaincy to. Amanda, there's so many comments. Jesus, you want to go through them? 23 in the chat, guys. Please hit that like, share, and if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. We are actually on the road to 2K subscriber.
Okay, so yeah, this captaincy debate is really going on, not only on the panel, but in the comments as well. So we've got Bath Time saying, yes, Amondi, the voice of reason on De Gea. So that cancels him out, guys. You're outnumbered. Sue is saying, hi, Sue82. How you doing? She says, without Ronaldo, David, we will be hovering around the Brighton and Co.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah, true.
Thank
he's really contributed.
What about Fred, guys? What about Fred? Bring Fred in.
Phil Badger saying Fred's captain.
Yes.
In capital letters. I don't know if he's being sarcastic, but
no, he's not. He's
Sue is saying Ronaldo for captain. Yeah. SHAH is saying Ronaldo as well. Sue is saying Maguire is out to the end of the season. Maguire is
out.
Done.
Yep, he's done.
Bill Baggio saying, he's saying press 1 for Fred's captain. He's
I'm
copying
doing it
you,
now,
Solo.
Phil. I'm doing it now.
Bath time, since the interesting one, Bath time saying McTominay's a natural captain in
He's
it.
been saying it.
Baggio saying press 2 for Tornado. Paddy saying Monday, De Gea saved us this season. He has lost his voice being in front of a dumb and dumber in front of him. MUFC Old School said De Gea is the best keeper in the world.
Thank you.
No one gonna laugh. No one gonna laugh.
Nope.
Okay, I don't think he is. No, if you think
No,
De Gea
no.
doesn't distribute the ball, then like I said last night, what the hell are the other 10 players there for? Okay, that's another debate. MUFC saying Scott should be captain. Baggio saying Fred for captain. We've got a question. Jay Billy Justin House, how you doing? He says Fred reminds me of Evra, up for it and always happy.
Thank you.
And Bruno's a good shout for future captain of Portugal too, says SHAH. I'm just going through. Does any more? Ralph should be captain, says TalkMU. Fred, the Red, deserves it at this stage. Fred's getting a lot of endorsement, isn't it? Fred by Badger as well.
Fred the Red. They're talking Fred the Red.
And here's the most important one. Sorry, go on, Mr. B.
It's Fred the Red mascot, they're saying.
All right, okay. Paddy's saying no leaders in the team, and I tend to agree with that. We've got Yank. I want to hear what Yank's got to say. He says, I said to Gay if he's still there, number 1 next year. And all the way from Jamaica, she said Jamaican house. Any ideas who should be captain? United, Jamaican. And yeah, it's Fred, Ronaldo, a bit of McTominay. And yeah, that's about it.
It's surprised. It's a bit weird because if that's the case, if I knew we were going to get in this debate, I would have probably put a little poll out to find out. But it's too late now. We can't do it now. So, guys, if you're new to the channel, hit that like, share, and subscribe button as well. And now we are going to move on to the next topic, I believe. So we will go into a few more bits, but before we do that, 2 seconds, let's get the next one up. Massive injury list at Manchester United at the moment, guys. Today, Louis LVG is a manager that's known to be looking at his notepad when it comes to injury at Manchester United. Today, I saw Ralph looking at an injury list at Manchester United. So going into the game, guys, he said today, let me get my injury list up because I don't want to be on quoting stuff that's not true. So today, Maguire seems like he's going to be out for the whole season. That's him finished. Pogba will be out for the rest of the season. We're not going to see Pogba again. Shaw is out for the rest of the season. Sancho has got tonsillitis. He caught a bit when he was holding the fridge up for Harry Maguire. Then you've got who else? Cavani could return next week for Manchester United. Could.
This guy's always injured. I forgot about him, to be honest.
Cavani could return, guys. Looking at it now, I think Ralph Rangnick said there's 14 first-team players, and the rest will be the rest of the 25-man squad, be all youth players. So, do you reckon? I know Eddie, you was talking about sort of like the youth players. Hannibal got thrown in the other day. I know talk all about Fish as well, talking about Fish, hyping them up as well. Is this the game that you honestly believe we should be throwing these youngsters? It's because to me, I look at it as like throwing them to the wolves, isn't it? Really, if you were to look these guys.
So why is it to the wolves though when there's nothing on the line? That top 4 is not there. There's obviously no title race. Obviously, nowhere near that. Like, you know what I mean? Are we really caring about Europa? I mean,
but for confidence for me. It's like you're throwing the youngsters in, and imagine Chelsea beat us 5-6-0. Just saying, if they did beat us 5-6-0, what confidence does it give the youth players?
You see, that's the thing. I mean, you're looking at it in just the worst case scenario. That's like the extreme worst.
Well, with the normal players, I look at it quite bad. So I need to look at even 10 times worse than what it actually is.
We've got to look at where the team is going, right? At this team, we know that Ralph's saying 10 players have got to go. And I reckon he would have said more. I reckon he's actually being polite about the amount that needs to go. Yeah? There's a lot of people in that team that we've seen that can't do the job, that Ralph has seen that can't do the job. Why not with 4 games, just put these guys in and see what they can do? unless it's coming from the Glazers that we must qualify for Europa. Maybe that puts pressure on Ralph to keep picking some of these guys like Mata and Lingard that are done. I don't want to see them guys anymore. I'm sure you guys don't. They've done everything that they could do. They're not good enough, right? So why not? If the Glazers are going to listen to Ralph, because I'm sure Ralph is itching to bring in some of these youth players. I'm sure you mentioned Van Gaal earlier. The amount of guys he was bringing in when there was injuries, the likes of Varela, McNair, I think Tyler Blackett. There was other guys. He won the FA Cup with like pretty much half of the youth team. It was great. And we know Ralph is that kind of guy that likes to coach young talent. So for me, I don't see it being a toxic atmosphere when there's nothing on the line. The Champions League's gone. Let us see some of these fresh guys.
Mr. B?
Yeah, that's
I agree with Eddie a lot of that, but what I do believe is that if the team isn't playing well or well enough, I don't think, we say pressure. Every game's pressure playing for Man United. We've got seasoned professionals who can't cope with the pressure. So let's not get that part of it twisted. I just feel that there's so much negativity around the squad to bring those guys into that. And I mean, Ralph alluded to that in his press conference a little bit earlier on. Bring them into situations that give them the opportunity to shine. Because right now, everybody's looking, are we looking for, a Hannibal to start and be this superstar? Yeah, I don't think that's fair. If he was a superstar, he would have been playing already. So I'm not sure. I would love to see them. And as much as Eddie is still saying, yeah, we're done for fourth, I agree with Eddie. We are done for fourth, but I just don't feel that whole squad environment is the right place to be playing them, especially against Chelsea.
So when are we going to see them? Can I just ask that real quick? Like, when's the opportunity going to be?
Well, this is the opportunity is going to be under Ten Hag. They keep doing what they're doing because they've got 4 games left anyway. Regardless of what they do, what does it prove? That they can kick a ball? We know they can do that already. I don't think there's anything they can do in the next 3 games that would change the opinion of Ralph on them, because he's called them into the first team, which means that he has to have a level of faith in their ability. They're there training with the first team players. He's seen these guys. So my opinion, maybe rightly or wrongly, I think is that don't bring them in, do what he's doing. The dossier that he has, these young players are going to be in there, and Ten Hag is then able to pick or choose or look at them and work everything out for himself. OMONDI.
Yeah, so I was listening to Ralph, the press conference. He was asked about Garnacho, and I think he's an exciting young winger, and they were saying he's close to the first team. He also mentioned Hannibal. Hannibal was on the bench and obviously came on against Liverpool, and he said it's quite possible, because due to the injuries, it's quite possible a couple of young players might be playing. Say a couple maybe. Playing means probably on the bench. I don't know if anyone's going to start, judging by Solo's first 11, which I've actually had lucky enough to see before the show. Sorry, lads, I'm not going to do any spoilers, but yeah, I don't think there's any youngsters coming through or to start tomorrow. But I like Garnacho, and I think if you're thinking about consideration, you've got to say Hannibal because he's on the cusp of the first team, and Garnacho has been mentioned by the press conference today. He actually said it has to be the right moment, that kind of thing. I'm with Eddie. I just think you need to start, like you said, Eddie asked the question, when are you going to start playing these boys? When does it take? I mean, you talk about pressure and all that kind of thing. There's a great comment in the chat just a minute ago saying, any young player that goes out there, they're going to get applauded by the fans, 75,000 fans. Look what happened when Zidane Iqbal and Charlie Savage were on the touchline ready to come on against young boys. They were like gulping and, getting that reception. It made them. You saw their tweets afterwards. They were buzzing. They loved it. And he's since gone on to play for his national team. All kinds of things. Hannibal's played on. These guys need to step up. I think this is a great opportunity now in his last 4 games to give them a run out. We don't care. We lost 5-0, like they said in the comments, against Liverpool with our first team. So what's going to matter if we play our few youngsters and lose 4-0, for example? It won't matter. Just give them the experience. Give them a taster of what it's like to play for Manchester United in the first team.
To get hammered.
Not necessarily. It doesn't have to be that way. If you've got a good balance of first
What, a
team
Monday?
Yeah, but I'm Monday.
Trash
okay.
all
So
season.
finally, my final point is this: we have got injuries. Garnacho, we know Sancho's out. That leaves Elanga and Rashford.
I think
If one of them needs subbing, you got to think the next person in line is going to be Garnacho. I don't know. I haven't seen SHAH
he might play Mata. He might bring Mata on, your boy.
I haven't seen Mata play in that wide, in those sort of wide positions as yet. He's always played sort of in midfield when he's come on this season. Also, we've got midfield is a bit short as well. So we've got Hannibal. He's going to be next in line if he doesn't start tomorrow. So that's interesting. Left back, we know that Wan-Bissaka's struggling to get fit. So left back, Shaw's out. We've got Telles there. So behind Telles is Fernandes, quite possibly. I know they play on a Friday night, don't they, under 23s or something, but it's a great opportunity. So a lot of them will be possibly on the bench, and we might be actually seeing them come on, depending on how the game goes. So if the game's managed correctly and they get an opportunity, it would be great seeing them run down the touchline, warming up. The fans will be behind them. If they get a run out, 20 minutes or so, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be it would encourage them, because it's like when you I saw Hannibal's face on the bench the other day. I can't remember who it was against. He was just like, shut up. Because he trained. It's like, no, but it's true. But a lot of these guys train with the first team players. And when you step up, you know if you can bounce with these guys or not. And Hannibal's like, bro, I can bounce with these guys. Why not get in the game? That's the face. That's what his face read to me anyway. You know? So I think it's really important that he does bed like these players in. I'm with Eddie on this one.
Thanks, but I just gotta say as well, just to reinforce that, like what OMONDI said about balance. It's like it's not like you have to be extreme and go, okay, a full 11 of youth. That'll just disrupt a lot of things. If you just filter, certain people, like maybe Medjbri at right back or something like that, or Zidane Ekbal playing on the left, or whatever, and then like maybe have 4 that start, 3 or 4, and then like OMONDI was saying, like if things are going well, you bring on a few more of the youth, or things are going south, you bring some of your more experienced guys on.
What for? To do what though?
They're not been doing it all season, Eddie. To do what?
Wait, what are you asking?
I'm asking. You're saying. Go on, Mr. B.
No, I'll let you finish. Because
you're saying to basically say for instance, if you're thinking we're going to do really well against Chelsea or something like that, and then bring on sort of like the players to help protect the youngsters. At the moment, the senior players can't even protect themselves.
Yeah,
let alone the youngsters.
Talking about options, because
we don't have the options though.
The youth are options though. I'm saying though, if it goes wrong with like starting too much youth, you have experience to bring on. They've got to try things. All I'm hearing mostly is that we're being too scared of having the youth go in there. We've got to be more brave. There's nothing on the line. This is the thing. If top 4 is still on, I'll be like, okay, you got to keep the experience there, even though they've not been performing. But there's nothing on the line. These are 4 friendlies. They should be anyway.
The thing with it though, Eddie, the thing is, I think the youth will get bled in, but I don't think they will until probably the when we play, who is it?
Palace.
No, not Palace. I think it's going to be Brighton. They will play against Brighton, and you'll see them probably against Brentford. You'll see them against it because we play Brentford at Old Trafford. So you will see that. I reckon 82 games, you're probably going to see the youngsters. You might see 4 or 5 of them. But against Chelsea tomorrow, you're not going to see them at all.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Like maybe wait for some of them games that seem like they may be easier. Yeah. Even though Man United struggle against everyone.
We struggle against everyone.
Yeah, I'm just at that point that I've been so starved of good football, like everyone else has, that I'm impatient. I want to see fresh players come in. I'm desperate, man. I want to see Zidane Iqbal do some flair. Okay, that's what I want to see. Why have we been starved of entertainment, man? These prima donnas that are in there, I don't want to see them again in the big game. I want to see some freshness. I want to see some hungry players.
Absolutely brilliant. Let's jump off that. So, guys, obviously, Fred, we're going to get into it. Fred's injured. I think a lot of people out there, the Fred haters, should I call them? The Fred haters. How you guys, I know we obviously haven't been playing properly or really well anyway for the whole season, but how and what a big miss Fred is on Monday.
What a big miss Fred is.
Yes.
Based on what? It's an opportunity to play Hannibal. I don't see it as a big miss at all. All right, if Fred, they say, I heard in a press conference today, he was saying Fred is missing. Yeah, he looked at him at training. He's not able to give 100%, and this is what Fred's about. This is what how he described his game. Fred is a 100% player, gives 100%. Didn't mention anything about quality. Didn't mention anything about leadership.
But
like,
on Monday, you listen to the words. Fred gives 100%. So it doesn't matter if what quality Fred has, he gives 100%. Harry Maguire hasn't been given 100%, but you've been backing him up until about 2 weeks ago.
I've heard team talks in the Ryman League about giving 100%. Because they lack the quality. Do you know what I'm saying? So you're talking about giving 100% for Fred. Like that should be, first team, put in the first team because he gives 100%. I mean, where's the quality? Where's that come into it? We would like, Eddie, I want to see excitement. So I'm not too bothered about Fred being injured. He's put in a good shift this season. Obviously, he's worked hard. Yeah, well done. But as the manager said, he didn't turn around and say anything about his, oh, God, we're going to miss his technical ability and we're going to miss him, his free kick ability, because we laugh about him standing over free kicks and that kind of thing. We're not going to miss it. We're not going to miss it. Let's give an opportunity. Opportunity knocks. Let's get opportunity for a youngster to come in, whether it's Zidane Iqbal or Hannibal. I'd love it to be Hannibal. Get him to start a game instead of Fred because he's probably thinking, all right, Fred's gone. Now I can come into the side. Same sort of position. I don't see why not. So for me, Fred's a no-no. It's not a big miss for me. It's an opportunity.
But on Monday, Fred's been missing and they still played Matic. And Matic got dealt with against Liverpool.
Says who? Says you.
That triangle, what they did around him, man, they killed him. They snatched him. He got exposed.
I'm not having it, guys. I'm not having it. You need another hour show for you to explain, because you would be straining because I'm explaining to explain to me why Matic got exposed.
Listen.
Why
you see little triangle. Pop, 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 pop. They were gone. That's it.
Yeah, but I say this, that Matic didn't really have the support in that midfield. There were so many gaps. Matic can't do all the work, innit, really. Bruno, I don't know what Bruno was doing again. Like, he got exposed, so... Really, this is the problem with all these players. This is the problem that we've had with Pogba, is that the quality around them doesn't really support them enough for people to look good. So, I mean, I disagree on what OMONDI's saying about Fred. I think with the energy in there, because the standards are in the mud on Monday, this is the thing. It's just like we're looking for someone that can do at least one thing 100%, and we know Fred gives 100% with that energy. So, he's one of the good players. If we're going to look at it,
no, he's not one of the good players.
He's one of the good players.
He's one of the good players this season. Mr. B, name me five players you reckon that's actually okay this season for us. Not good. Okay.
No, what I'm just going to ask you, is of the top 7 teams in the Premier League.
Don't worry about the top 7 team. We're not in that level.
Would Fred be starting for any of the top 7 teams in the Premier League? Would anybody say they're going to buy Fred? Would anybody say they're
Man City wanted to buy him?
I said now. This is now. Forget about what he did at Spartak or wherever he came from. I'm talking about now. I want Sancho. Yeah. I want Sancho. He's good because everybody else is worse. And what has he done?
The problem is, but the thing is though, Mr. B,
what has he done? Nothing.
Mr. B,
he just runs around.
Out of the Man United midfield this season, he's probably been our better player in our midfield. So we've been terrible all season, but he's been one of the better players.
Why? Because he runs around like a rat.
But Mr. B, real quick though, like Fred doesn't just run around. I mean, some of the tackling that he does do. Like, I agree. He's
and
not.
Then all of the times a man swats him and he falls on his ass and the man runs past him. Come on,
okay,
man.
So you say that. Hold on. Can I say something, Mr. B? You watch Fred's game. If you go back and say, for instance, now, even we lost 5-0 against Liverpool, yeah? Fred still was putting effort in. If you look the other day,
I understand he's a trier.
Yeah, he's a trier. But what I'm trying to say to you, everyone loves a trier. But right now, would you say those Man United players that's going on the pitch, apart from Fred, De Gea, Ronaldo, and I'm going to say Sancho, who else are you going to say been trying this season for Man United?
I'm sorry, trying.
Well, that's the best you can do. They're not playing. They're not playing though, are they? So you got to say trying.
They play for Manchester United. Trying.
Yeah, but Mr. B, the standards are in the mud.
They are privileged, bruv.
It's dropped. Everything's dropped. We're like this. We're nosediving right now.
Because I know what
and the standards have dropped so much that we're actually saying Fred is a big miss. That's what I'm surprised that we're actually talking about this on this
Bath
channel
time
right
said
now.
it. There you go. Bath time said it.
This
Fred
is
will go to
peak
Arsenal.
times. It's peak times. Yeah, the standards are really down. Yeah, I know what Mr. B is saying. Like looking at the rest of the league, that is the thing. If you're going to be great, you've got to adapt to your environment. You've got to be better than your environment. But the thing is, what are we doing with the squad now? The squad is bad, so we've got to look at who has the best qualities within this bad squad. And Fred, it's got to be said, yeah. If you can try 100%, that makes him good in this squad, not compared to the rest of the league. That's all Man United can deal with now, really. So, yeah, I mean, Fred's got to be commended for some of the stuff that he does.
Errol, do you mind? Because I want to bring in the comments here. Because I'm reading a lot of stuff about Fred. I just want to get a feel, because I'm really shocked. But here's some of the comments on Fred. MUFC Old School says, I love Fred, player of the season for me. Last time saying, to be honest, to be fair, I think we miss Fred. Matt is saying Fred ain't listed. He's a bencher. Mark Barthan said Fred's produced the best skill moment of the season for him.
Yeah,
do you all remember it? Yeah.
Skill, I think it was. Yeah.
Phoenix from the Flames. Phoenix from the Flames, the end of the season. J. Billy Josh is saying, I agree with Solo, but the quality with Fred is he's in the second half, not ours. MFC saying if Fred is not good enough for Brazil, he's not good enough for United.
He plays for Brazil.
Matt is saying Ranić got the best out of Fred compared to Jose and Ole. Boxer saying Ronaldo provided the top 10 moments of the season for him. Bill Baggio is saying no one covers the pitch like Fred. He's our future captain. Boxer's also saying Fred and De Gea are as captains. Laughing, we are finished. Vince saying OMONDI. OMONDI's dog can play better than Harry Maguire. Oh God. Barton said Fred would play for Arsenal, he thinks, because you asked a question about top 7 sides. I think that was you, Mr. B. Irish United fan. How you doing, Irish United fan? Nice for you to turn up and join us. He's saying
hold on, wait. To my esteemed colleagues.
Oh, is that really?
No, keep it quiet though. Keep it quiet. My esteemed colleagues.
Right. He's saying Matic would have to speed up to be classified as having stopped in that game against Liverpool. They were so affected by bypassing him that the council should take notes on how to do bypasses.
That's harsh, man. Come on.
Oh, dear. MUFC says, no doubt Ronaldo. I just think Fred deserves it. Ronaldo has won enough awards. Yes, Newcastle would start with Fred, but they're not in the top 7 yet, are they?
They're not far from it. On current form, they are, I think in current form, they're like second or third in current form in the Premier League.
Okay.
Once they spend all the millions, they'll get up there.
Del Boy Gunner is a good friend of the channel. He's an Arsenal fan, obviously. He said, what's the crap, boys? I wouldn't buy Fred if he was on special offer from Tesco's.
Oh, no.
Okay. Yeah, go on. That's enough for me.
Oh, God. Guys, if you like the contents, please like, share, and subscribe. 17 in the chat. And I think we've only got 21 likes. So come on, guys. 18 in the chat now. Smash that like button, guys. So what we're going to do now, because that just went on forever, that one. We're talking about my boy Fred like that. So we're going to do this one here first. Chelsea poor form could give United the edge. Oh, God. Eddie, United, do you think... Obviously, they lost it. Well, we've lost to Arsenal. They lost to Arsenal as well. Chelsea's season at the moment is like a yo-yo, a little bit worse than ours. But given the money they spent in sort of like with bringing in Lukaku and stuff like that, I honestly tipped them to win the Premier League this season. I did tip them to win it. Yeah,
can you say again what you thought was worse than ours?
So Chelsea at the moment is like a yo-yo. They've been having a yo-yo season, so their season been probably.
They've been in third all season. That's not yo-yo.
Well, technically, no. What I'm talking about, winning, losing, but they still kept the momentum in that third place as well. But for me, I tipped them to win the Premier League this season.
Yeah, I mean, if we're going to assess it in comparison to that objective, they should have done better. That's the thing. We're spending 100 million on anyone. Especially a striker, where that looked to be like their main problem area. They've got it completely wrong. They should be closer to those top 2. They should be. But the thing is, they've not had a bad season. I mean, winning the Super Cup, the World Club Cup, they're in the FA Cup final as well.
Hold on, Eddie, can I say something to you quickly, yeah? The World Cup club thing, don't call it a trophy. Liverpool fans think it's a genuine, like they did. What was it when they win the Champions League and thing? They thought they won 4 cups in one season. Don't tell them that, yeah.
But the thing is, I mean, if you win it, if you lift it up, hey, if you're going to be serious, it's a trophy, isn't it? As long as you get to do this, it's a trophy. So the thing is with Chelsea, because their standards are so high, it may be for those fans, it looks like, oh, we've had a disappointing season. I mean, as a Man United fan, I'm so jealous that these guys can be top three, winning those cups. And because they've had like, okay, look, Lukaku's not worked, it's like, oh, it's been a bad season. It's like, what's Man United's season been then? When Man United have spent all that money, got these guys in that thought were going to, complete the jigsaw. Man United's season has been in the mud so much. There's no proper adjectives to describe it. But with Chelsea, I was just looking at the form. I mean, okay, 1 loss in the last 5. I think they've got 4 wins. That's actually still good form if you look at it. Yes, the loss to Arsenal at home, that was a bad loss. They had a few bad ones. I think it was against Brentford, the loss. That was bad. But the thing is, they're in such a good position where it's not that they've got to reform all of their structure. I mean, yes, they need new owners, but the club still knows what kind of football they want. They still know they're going to play 4-3-3. They're going to play with wing backs that go forward, that press. The manager has the team set up. It's just about him getting some more of his own signings. That's all I see for them. They've got to do a few tweaks. So for me, Chelsea's season has not been... I would kill for that season to be Man United's season right now. We still get to see some cups and some players actually doing some teamwork.
Yeah. Quick one before I move on to Mr. B for that one next. I just need to remind Del Boy that they signed one Pepe that basically cost 75 million. And I don't even think I would want to swap him for like a bar of Mars bar and a can of Coke. So you can keep him as well.
Yeah, he's been poor. He's not even featured enough, has he?
Someone could be typing right now, Errol. Yes.
Mr. B.
I would like to hope that it would give us the edge. I just think that Chelsea's team, the way Tuchel's got them playing, I think that they will have the edge in the game. I would like to think that our players could raise the game. I understand Chelsea. I think to be fair, I think Chelsea's third place is theirs now. If they come with that in mind, maybe thinking about other things, then maybe we've got an opportunity. But we need to, if we're going to do it, impose the game early, impose ourselves on the game early, and don't concede in the first 10 minutes, regardless of what happens in the game. Don't concede after 10 minutes. And that will probably give us that little bit of confidence.
Yeah, Mr. B, remind us though, last 2 games, when the United conceded the first goal.
And that's my point. That's my whole point.
Shocking.
That's my whole issue. From then, we know we're not good at coming back into the game. So don't concede early. Understand what the manager is giving you the instruction to do. But I'm drifting off. Tuchel, Chelsea understand the system that they're supposed to be playing. I still don't think that the players, they might understand it, but Manchester United players maybe don't want to play the system that Ralph's given them. So I'm not sure that their lack of form, if you can call it lack of form, is really bothering them. Eddie, you were talking about Lukaku. I don't think Lukaku's been missed for Chelsea.
He hasn't.
I don't think he's been for Chelsea. Havertz has come in and done a more than commendable job in that position. So I would rather Lukaku started against us, to be honest.
Oh man, but that's one of the former players still. Like, he might be hungry to score against Man United. It's like
he's hungry to score every game and he doesn't, so it's going to make no difference.
Monday.
He's hungry to score at the cafeteria the way he's
wow.
To be honest, I mean, he hasn't done well, has he? To be honest, it's been a bit of a failure. I don't know what it is about him. I like it when he runs into channels. He's a good centre forward, good target man, someone to hit, but it hasn't worked out for him. And everyone is getting that thing again where when he's at Man United, everyone says, his first touch, and they see pictures of him wearing big old DM boots.
I was going to say that a minute ago.
It's really... Yeah, it's really bad. Really bad. But when you look at Chelsea and Man United, we're in the same boat. We've got to close the gap on the top 2. That's the measuring stick right there to catch up with those 2 sides. And I think Chelsea, they've had a really, really up and down season, a bit like Man United. Granted, they won the European Cup, but they come into the season. I was really impressed with them when they drew 1-1 at Anfield early in the season with 10 men for 45 minutes. That just shows you how organised they can be under their manager. Also, the whole thing with Roman Abramovich, with him leaving the club. I just want to say big up to Bath Time with Vaughan, because he called him owning Chelsea. That was his life insurance policy. If you know, you know what he's talking about there. So he's gone now. So it's a big, all up in the air about the club. They can't sign anybody. They gave an offer to Rudiger, for example. They're really disappointed because they offered like 230 grand earlier on in the season before these issues started to arise, and he didn't sign it. And now they can't offer him anything because they have to wait until they've got a stability back in the club. So they're going to lose him. They've done really well. You have to give credit to Chelsea. It was always already said in the comments earlier about the youth system. If you look under Lampard, obviously they couldn't sign anybody. They got banned for a couple of windows, I think, and they had to bring the youth players. If you look at Conor Gallagher, for example, he's got to come back in. Like we got Garner coming back in. We got Reece James. You got the centre back. Who's the centre back who plays now and then for them in the back three?
Chalobah.
Yeah, what's his name?
Chalobah.
Yeah, that's him. They got Mason Mount as well. Some good youth players coming through, and they've always had good youth players, but they always end up on loan. They don't really incorporate in the squad, but they got an opportunity to play them, and they turned out to be really good. So what about all the others who've missed the boat by them signing big signings every year? You know, so that just goes to show how good you can be if you do bring your youth players through and give them an opportunity. Manchester United, let's do the same, please. So Chelsea have had an up and down season. Obviously, when you've got big things going on, like your owner leaving and big question marks about what your future lies for Chelsea, that's going to have an effect on the players as well. So to be sitting third place is a bit of an achievement, I think, after everything they've been through. So they're still a strong side, still capable of beating the best. As you saw in the League Cup final, they went to penalties with Liverpool, really been able to hold them down. We scored 9, they conceded 9 against Liverpool. You see what I'm saying? There's a big difference. But I will take heart from the game at Stamford Bridge. I thought that was a brilliant performance by Man United, especially that counter-attack when we were first learning it. I think that was Carrick who took charge of that game.
Yeah.
And the Sancho and I think it was Sancho Rashford or Sancho Ronaldo driving forward, and Sancho slotted it away. They can be beat. You can get at them. It'd be a really interesting game. I think we've always struggled against 3 at the back or 5 in mid 5 at the back against Atletico Madrid, against Wolves, against Chelsea, and you can see we tried to do it against Liverpool and it didn't work. So 5 at the back is a bit of an issue for us. It's going to be interesting how we set up. I just want to see a good game of football, and I hope everyone tunes in and watches the watch along and gets Mr. B's reaction from TalkMU, because it's going to be really interesting.
So, guys, I'm going to just some more information just do before we move into the next segment. So, this is the first time Man United and Chelsea are meeting on a Thursday night in the Premier League, making it the 13th fixture in the competition to have been played on all 7 days of the week. That's the stats, guys. So if you're watching for the first time, please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. And on Monday, there's lots of comments for you to take away, sir. And then we're going to then move on to the next segment.
Well, the problem is now the comments are... I saved a lot of comments on the previous subject we were discussing. And the previous subject was about... Fred, as you know, Fred as a player, would he be missed? That kind of thing. So there's a lot of discussion about that, and obviously it was mixed reviews. And then we're getting down now to about Chelsea, and Bart is saying, "What would it take for Man United to eclipse Chelsea?" And I think going forward, I think that's what he means. Does anyone want to answer that one in 5 seconds before I go on to the next question?
Chelsea's.
You could be here for an hour just talking about the renovation that Man United need in terms of like everything. They need to reform the structure, get new players. Yeah.
Okay, so Box is saying Lukaku hat-trick tomorrow, which would be a pain for us. Bartone saying, oh no, I'm not going to do this. He's asking you a question there, so that you can answer that later. Have a look. Irish fan is saying, no, Bucks is going to be Timo getting the hat-trick meaning.
No way.
So Timo's, I don't know what you guys think of Timo, but he's been another sort of player who hasn't really met his expectations.
Yeah, he's a bit of a headless chicken, the way he runs. Maybe Man United would like that player, someone that runs.
Yeah. Bart is saying Chelsea, the most successful British club since the turn of the century. Here we go. Bart as well is also saying fifth choice Chelsea midfielder Gallagher. Wouldn't he fit into Old Trafford? He's done really well this season. We've got Turf War TV in the house, Burnley fan. Burnley
Big
done
up, Dan.
sensational since they sacked their manager, haven't they? They're sort of come out of the relegation zone, and Everton could be going down. So he's saying sit tight. Burnley are doing a great escape and winning the Prem like Leicester did. There's no. Oh, he's got a smiley face. I thought that's good enough. Yeah. Lukaku will be mint at Arsenal, says Bart. Just looking for some more Chelsea comments. Oh, here we go. Pat Lawless is saying Thiago Silva. Guys, I mean, we got a 37-year-old Ronaldo. What do you guys think of Thiago Silva? He's really fitted into quality, isn't he?
Quality.
But he's reliant on the back three, isn't he? Really, like because he's old, isn't it? So he needs people to do his running for him. So
he reads the game so well, doesn't he? Top player. Brush is in the house and he says big up. So, and last one from me says, wish we can compare Chelsea. Yeah, Chelsea need to get that act together as well. So there's two clubs in the mud at the moment, in Chelsea and Man United, playing Thursday night live.
Right, we're going to just go to some quotes right now. We're going to get on Monday. You can take this away. The quotes from Patrice Evra today, please, sir. So
I love this game. Is that
I love this game.
Oh, he's got more to his
he's got more to his look, innit? Go on.
Yeah. So Patrice Evra, we all know who he is. They're giving us the thumbs up. He's saying, dear United fans, please keep asking me the question, what do I think of Ten Hag? My answer is really simple. Ten Hag is not the present. He is really near. He is really in the near future. That's why I want to focus on the present, even if the present doesn't look good. He says, we have still got 4 games left for the Champions League spot. Oh, my God. I know most of you don't believe in our team, but believe me, I believe. I believe in our team. I believe in this badge, and I believe in the history never dies. Everything can happen. Anything can happen in football. So the players, I want you to prove that I'm not the only crazy person to believe in you guys. We can do it.
Well, we've got to count how many times you put belief in that paragraph, man. That is
exactly. His final, he's saying here, there's a lot of negativity around the club. Yeah, we know it's not easy for you, but you have nothing to lose now. You can't play under pressure. Just give everything. For the players that believe, wear the shirt. For the players that don't believe, go and see Ranić and say, I don't want to play. My season is over. So that's really optimistic. You wouldn't expect anything less from Evra, would you?
No. That means obviously we know Maguire is done and Pogba. There you go. Them two. The first two I can think of. Yeah. What do you make of that statement there, though, Eddie? All jokes aside.
Yeah, I mean, no, maybe we need some more jokes on that because how is Champions League still on? How is that? Okay, so mathematically, if the other
we still can do it.
So what if the other 2 teams, Spurs and Arsenal, lose their game?
Who's got a game in hand?
Well, it's them, isn't it? The Rifles have a game in hand. It's still down there.
Yeah, that's them. Yeah, against each other.
So I mean, he's put belief in there so many times to the point where it's like it's almost delusion. To be honest, I don't want to disrespect Evra, but where positivity ends, maybe delusion comes because come on, like all the other 2 teams gonna drop that many points, and then Man United actually have to switch on. Because we know when Man United had the chance to actually switch on, they don't do it. They learned so many times to capitalize on the rivals slipping up. You know, there was a joke about no one wants top 4 because the other rivals were losing at times. You know, when Spurs actually lost to Brighton. You know, when Arsenal went on 3 games not losing, and Man United still couldn't capitalize. I'm sorry, but like, okay, maybe some people need that kind of positivity, really. But come on, we've got to be realistic. You know. It's not on, but props to Evra for some positivity. I'll just say that.
Mr. B, I love this game.
I love Evra's positivity, but his words mean nothing to them. So it doesn't matter. That's a rallying call to us fans, but we already want our team to win. Does Evra love our team any more than we do? Who knows? You know, I don't think so. So fair play to Evra. He's got it out there. He's got his retweets. Look, we're talking about it, but to the players, it don't mean shit.
£5 on Monday.
What for a shit?
£10 now.
I mean, it's always nice to hear from Evra. I mean, he does some really nice things.
I love him.
I think he's doing a boxing fight soon, isn't he?
Really?
He's doing a charity boxing fight or something like that. Yeah, so he's still fit, still in good shape. I like the message. The message is all well and good, but he has to be realistic. I mean, it's okay sort of pumping things out there, and I don't think he's being too realistic. It's all right saying, yeah, the current score. Let's talk about the present, and the present doesn't give you any gifts. This is the problem. So I'm not happy with the present. I'm looking to the future. I think most of us, the Man United agenda, looking to the future. There's comments in there's Sue saying she can't wait for the end of the season. That's how we feel, Evra. So regardless of your positivity and everything else, realism sets in, slaps us in the face. And after the Chelsea game, when we do the post-match show, make sure you tune in, guys. Just plugging that, by the way. Make sure when you watch the post-match show, let's see how much positive we have if we get a result. And I will be quoting Evra. Save that quote because I'm going to bring it to the post-match show and see if it really works. And see what he's got to say after that.
Guys, if you're new to the channel, 16 in the chat, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. We're on the road to 2K subscriber. Now, guys, it's time for my team. So would you like 15 in the chat? Can we have 15 people with their teams, please? And see if their lineup matches mine. So we're going to kickstart my team and see what you guys think. As I'm on a sneaky preview of it already. So this is my team for tomorrow. Now, let's go to Eddie. What do you think of this lineup? What changes?
Okay, so you line up here with Ronaldo, liking that, Rashford, Elanga. I'm not liking Bruno in the 10. You know, I really don't like that these players couldn't do what Ralph did. You know, obviously loads of people don't know, they don't like what the players couldn't do. Because we see when he's on that number 10, he likes to run off, doesn't like have the discipline to stay in the number 10 and help the midfield. So I'm not liking that. Matic and McTominay. I mean, yes, Scott Wells some legs in there. Matic got technical ability to pass and carry the ball. That's all right there. Tellez. I mean, I've heard so much criticism on Tellez. I mean, really, his physical stature, lack of ability to tackle. I'll say this. I like Varane and Lindelof in there. Apart from what they did against Arsenal with that mistake. Yeah, they look all right there. I can't believe you've got hardly any youth apart from Elanga. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, you were saying to me earlier, okay, maybe it might not be the best game to start them because, you know, it's Chelsea. But I would have liked to see more youth in there. You know, well, am I rating your team out of 10 or something?
No, you're not rating it. I'm just seeing if you'd make any changes.
Right. Okay. I'll rate your team anyway. I'll give it about a 4. There's not enough youth in there.
Can I have a 0.5? There is. Elanga is in it.
Yeah, we're seeing him. You know, we're seeing what he can do. I want to see more. I want to see Medjugorje in there. I want to see Zidane Iqbal. Don't know if Charlie Savage, maybe. I don't know if he could have got a start. Maybe not. Maybe get a cameo on the bench. But yeah, instead of Rashford,
Eddie, Eddie, you want this team to go out there and take licks at Old Trafford, bro?
No. We've been taking licks already, though. We've been smacked up by Watford 4-1. How many licks are we going to take? Okay.
You can't be anyway. Look, sorry, it's your sorry.
Yeah, I think Eddie's frozen. Mr. OMONDI.
Okay, yeah. So I like a team, good balance as well. My team would be De Gea in goal, Dalot right back because Wan-Bissaka might be injured, Varane and Lindelof. And I put Fernandes left back. The reason I put him left back because I think it's a great opportunity for him to start. Tellez has not been playing well lately, made a few errors. That's the reason. In midfield, I play McTominay with Hannibal and put Bruno in there as well. Only on one condition, that Bruno plays in a 3 and not as a 10. So Bruno plays as an 8 with McTominay playing a lot deeper. And I would like to see, because I think you need to protect Hannibal. So I don't want Bruno playing far out the pitch away from them. We need good protection. They got good midfield, haven't they? Jorginho, Kante, and the Serbian guy. I'd like to see Garnacho start instead of Rashford with Elanga and Ronaldo, and then bring Rashi on if things don't go too well. So that'd be my team. That's including 3 young players.
Mr. B.
The team that you put up is the team that's going to... Yeah, the team that you've put up is the team that's going to start. I'm absolutely convinced. It's only one change from the Arsenal game, which would be Rashford over Sancho.
Sancho.
But the rest of it, I think he's going to stay the same. I think it's going to be he wants to see a little bit of I'm hoping he wants to see a little bit of continuity. So I'm going with the exact team that you've got out there. I don't think it's going to be anything different from that.
Thank you. So a quick one now. We're going to come off this one. Guys, get your score prediction in. Amanda's going to go through some of these comments quickly whilst we're doing it, and while you get your score prediction in as well, guys.
Okay, so endorsement number 1 from Bath Time with Vaughan. He likes the side. Box is saying Henderson, Dalot, Varane, Lindelof, Fernandes. Oh, good shout. Jones.
Phil Jones.
Mr. Jones. And Hannibal,
Me.
McNeil, Garnacho, and Ronaldo. That's very different. Good side. Bath Time said he'd still like to see Mata in for Bruno. He's not a big fan of Bruno. Bruno's letting him down. MUFC saying the back four would be Wan-Bissaki's out, apparently. Bailey, Varane, Fernandes in the back four. We've got SHAH saying De Gea, Wan-Bissaki's out, maybe. Telles, Lindelof, Varane, Fred, midfield, Fred, Matic, and McTominay, Bruno, Ronaldo, and Rashford, and Elanga. And Ronaldo, Rashford to score. He's going too far now. He's going to give us predictions. Bruno, Scott, and Hannibal in midfield, says MUFC. Bill Baggio, I want to see this one. He says Dave, Dello, Varane, Lindelof, Fernandes. Oh, a few people saying Fernandes at left back. Hannibal in midfield. Yep, I nod for that. With Bruno and McTominay. And Ronaldo, Elanga, and Garnacho. I like that side. Similar to what I put. Sue is saying Evra's not been watching this season. I take it. She's still laughing at Evra's comments. Rebel saying take Matic out and start anyone else. Then it's fine. Rumours of Fish getting a start. Paddy saying Rashford doesn't warrant a starting place. Saragon saying this is his team. He's saying De Gea, Dalot, Lindelof, Varane, Telles left back. Matic, Fred, and Bruno. Fred's out, isn't he?
Yes.
Maybe. Bruno,
yeah,
Sancho out as well. And Garnacho and Ronaldo. So you need to make a few changes there, unfortunately, Saragon. Rashford, this is Ronaldo and Elanga. So he's done it in sections at MUFC. He's gave us a midfield, gave us a defense. Now he's giving us our strikers, which will be Rashford, Ronaldo, Elanga. Same as you there, Errol. Bath Times team, this should be interesting. He says Henderson in goal. I agree with him. Dalot, God. Oh, sorry. He says Jones at centre back. Lindelof and Wan-Bissaka. Could be injured, Wan-Bissaka. Mata, McTominay, and Matic in midfield. Ronaldo, Garnacho, and Hannibal playing up for top three. Box is in the house as well. How you doing, Box? Bench, Fish. Who's bench? I don't know. Fish, Bailey, Heaton, Savage. Oh, he's basically playing the under 18s. Saragon says points well made. Omondi, Hagen is mine, the same as Omondi, says Bill Baggio. Yeah, I think our team was the same. And score lines, they started already. They know the drill.
We're gonna do it. Let's do it. Let's go
through it. They already pumped out the score line.
I got the drill. So this, guys, here is the score prediction I'm going to hit now, because I'm going to go to Mr. B, because we'll go to on Monday with his prediction afterwards. And then we're just going to do the prediction. So, Mr. B, your score prediction, sir?
3-1 Chelsea.
On Monday?
I reckon it'd be 1-0 Man United, possibly control the game, see it out. I want to see it.
I would day. I love you so much, bro.
I would love to see that.
I swear. We're asking what the predicted score is, not what you want to see happen, bro. I reckon 1-0 Man United. 1-0 Man United. I love you, man. I'll see you on the post-match show.
No. I'm going to kick back and I'm going to relax. I'm going to go 2-1 United. You know what? I said 2-1. I'm going to probably bail out the 2-1 and let's go for my original 2-2. 2-2 draw. Get a draw out of this game.
Archbishop Desmond.
Yeah, 2-2. 2-2. I think it's going to be a 2-2. Armando, would you mind going through some of the score predictions?
Yeah, so we've got 6-0 for Chelsea, or at least 4-1, says Bart. Bill Badger saying 2-2 end-to-end, similar to what you said about Archbishop Desmond. MUFC says 3-2 United, exciting game. Got Bath Time saying 2-0 United, lovely. Pat as well saying, he said 3-1 to Chelsea. Don't want to hear that, Pat. And got Rebel saying sneaky 2-1 for Man United is the hope, but the fear is 3-0. And SHAH is saying 2-1 Chelsea. And Oh no, 2-1 to United. Sorry, and Rashford and Ronaldo to score. Any more? Paddy's saying, Amondi, you want to have that man in the trenches in the face of terrible odds? Bless him. Who? What man? What man do we want? Oh, okay,
no.
okay, cool. We want me in the trenches. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
we want
so,
more speeches from Patrick Evra. That was really inspirational.
It is inspiration. Eddie, your score prediction, sir.
Yeah, sorry about that first and foremost.
Right.
My internet just dropped out. But yeah, I'm thinking, especially if your team plays Errol, I say maybe a 2-1 to Chelsea. I reckon they'll dominate the game. You know, we'll see their transitions. They're good with possession sometimes, you know, when they do play well. And yeah, I reckon Man United might just get a consolation. So yeah, it's 2-1. Sorry to be negative.
So can I ask you something then? So if they played the team that you want to see play, what would your prediction score be?
So with my youth in there, you know, in the cauldron, as we've kind of predicted it to be, I wasn't even thinking about the result because, like I keep saying, I just don't want to see these guys that have given up on us. So maybe it might be like a 3-0 to Chelsea if more of the youth played. Maybe that's being negative though.
Right, but do you feel that would be the right environment to bring them into?
I mean, that's all. That's what I'm asking, fan, isn't it? I mean, really, I mean, you guys are most likely right. Maybe wait till Brentford and wait till games that seem like they're easier on paper. Maybe, yeah, but I just don't want to see these guys. I mean, Mr. B, come on, man. You're saying, okay, we're going to get licks with the youth team that I put out there. We've been licked out, man. Oh, that sounds wrong. But yeah, we're finished already in terms of taking losses. So to me, I'm putting out there now, isn't it? So yeah.
Guys, thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, subscribing. We are on the road to 1.5k. Oh, sis Rebel. Rebel is causing trouble in the building. But guys, if you're watching, please hit that like, share, and subscribe button to the Mania Agenda. We are on the road to 2k subscriber now. I've got to get the 1.5 out of the head now and move on now to the 2k mark. But without you guys on the channel, I always say there is, you know, there won't ever be a channel without you guys. But let's find out where we can find Eddie.
Yeah, so thanks again for having me on. You guys are always great support. You can find me at Eddie's Football Waffle on YouTube. And yeah, Amondi's already plugged the latest animation.
Time.
Can we do it?
Right there. Hold on. Stop right there. Can you continue in your Ralph impersonation, please? Continue the rest plugging in your Ralph impersonation, please.
I think it's better if I just
please come on, Eddie. You promised us.
If I just leave it for people to go and see the animation.
Then give them a little snippet. Give them a little snippet, like a little 2-second snippet. Where can we find you, Eddie?
So you can find me at Eddie's Football Waffle. I'm on there. It's very good. You know, I was doing the Ralph impression. He was calling up to find the consultancy role. You know, I saw the protest last season. You know, do you want to be in the mods? Do you want that? 9. Okay, see, I told you. See the real impression I did.
Brilliant, Eddie.
Tune in.
Brilliant, Eddie. Absolutely brilliant. Make sure you go and check out Eddie's Waffle on the YouTube as well, guys. Give him a like, share, and subscribe as well.
Big up, Eddie.
Support the channel. Big up, Eddie. Absolute brilliant. Absolute brilliant. But guys, from us tonight, you will see Mr. B tomorrow night with TalkMU for the watch along. So make sure you tune in. There is a swear jar going, so there's no swearing. And then you can find Omondi going at 10 o'clock tomorrow night, and I believe he'll be joined by Paddy and Rebel Irishman to my esteemed colleagues. So guys, from us at the Mania Agenda, we shall see you tomorrow night. There's more comments coming in anyway, but let's see what it is. Thank you guys. Thank you, Bill. Thank you guys. Really appreciate everyone in the comment as well.
Will said if you shut your eyes and then you put shut. We know what you meant, bro. It's all right. It's good.
Yeah, we got you. We got you.
They loved it. They like, oh guys, tune into Eddie's channel because he's done a whole sketch on it. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Honestly,
brilliant.
It's way better on the sketch, you know.
So guys, from us, have a lovely night. Good night.